And we could not continue this program with acknowledgement of the dynamic, beloved person behind the EAWC.
Baby.
I can say whatever I want to say. I have a podium. Politics, academia, individual philanthropy, and nonprofits.
他也是专门支持在不单是在生意上面，然后也同时在文化和后续方面，他全都是支持和帮助大家的。
Innovation involves deliberate application of information, imagination, and initiative, and encompasses all processes by which new ideas are generated and converted into useful products or services. And we do have a very filled program today, but it was really important because she's always doing for others and never wants to take the credit. And I think it's really important. Each and every one of us in this room have really been lifted up by Lila in some way or another. So it's really due for her to get some recognition she deserves, and she works so hard.
女士们、先生们，大家上午好。我是陈畅金，来自中国山东青岛，是恒信集团董事局主席，青岛恒信职业技术学院董事长。
Dear founder, EAWC Laura, and ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chen Changjin and come from Qingdao, Shanghai. I am the board chairman of Hengxin Corporation and the president of Hengxin Business Institution.
非常高兴，非常感谢大会给的郑重邀请，感谢大会对于我的企业创新荣誉和鼓励。感谢大会筹委会对会务、对生活的精心安排。我非常珍惜这次和大家一起出席世界优秀企业创新论坛活动，学习和交流机会。为了今后的深入交流与合作，我向大家简要介绍青岛恒信集团和恒信学院的概况。
Today I'm very grateful to be here to attend this EAWC event, as well as appreciate the EAWC gave me this honor and opportunity in order to future cooperation and exchange between U.S. and China. Please allow me to briefly introduce my Hengxin Enterprise and the Hengxin Business Institution.
青岛恒信职业技术学院是2001年恒信集团投资创建的，具有大专统招资格的，以工科为主的民办普通高校。学校占地1400亩，校舍建筑面积40多万平米，在校学生2万余人，教职工1000多人，教学仪器设备过1亿元。学院下设信息、汽车、建筑等10个二级学院，开设了基地一体化、汽车服务与营销、建筑工程技术、旅游酒店管理等40多个高职专业。
Qingdao Hengxin Business Institution was established in 2001, and it is a private institution. The school area is around 500 acres. We have over 20,000 students, with faculty over 1,100. We invested over billions of dollars in school hardware and software.
Very impressive.
Under this institution, we have over 10 colleges. We have hotel management, engineering, automaker, and marketing major, which is high rank in the China university list.
目前恒信集团已经在美国、加拿大设有多个子公司，在加拿大设立了恒信分院。通过这次会议，希望能够与各位朋友建立真诚的友谊，在国际教育等领域有进一步的交流与合作，能够加快恒信学院国际化发展步伐，特别是针对丁旦式培养国际企业人才，合作办学、建立恒信美国分校等进行洽谈，并达成合作意向。 为增进中美教育文化的往来与互补做出应有的贡献。
Up to today, Henshin has many business units in U.S. and Canada. We have a Henshin institution in Canada. I hope these events we can establish a friendship between U.S. and China, which means you and me, especially in international education area. My goal is to establish an institution school in U.S. Everyone who is interested to cooperate with my goal, right? And then I hope through today's events will benefit both countries in education and the cultural area.
I have 5 people nominated. Ellie, that today, first time in the history is going to happen, whatever you hear, and it's going to be documented into a law to the U.S. Congress and European Union. Here, sweetie, just shake hands and start in education. And Louis. Shake. Thank you. Lois, you're too late.
Very good.
You will have a meeting with Mr. Khan, Judy, and Izzy. Yes. Rani, don't worry. He's here. Huh?
Her name is Zhao Jiho. She is from Shenyang, Liaoning province in China. She is the president of the. She said her name is Zhao Jiho. She is from Shenyang city in Liaoning province in China. She is the president and the chairman of the Redfield Residential, the real estate development company.
我代表中国妇女来参加中国的企业家、女企业家来参加这次大会，与大家在一起分享成果，交流心得，展示中国女性风采，促进欧美中文化交流和凡人贡献自己的微薄力量。
I'm here today at this conference to represent the female enterprises from China. I'd like to exchange our points of view and share our achievements and to show to let the world know that how the Chinese women are doing in the business field. And I also like to promote the cultural exchanges between the countries in Europe, U.S. and China. And I would like to make my own, just a bit contribution.
我在99年以来，从工作岗位上下海经商，从事呢房屋开发公司，目前拥有4家实体公司，我参与了政府的城市改造，还有农村贫困地区的改造。 无偿的做了道路啊、景观呐、给政府呢带来了就是贡献吧，在那个社会公益事业等方面做出贡献，受到各界政府的表扬，被评为省38红旗手、纳税版强企业。
Before 1996, I was a governmental official. And in 1996, I quit my government job, and then I started my own business. And I started the real estate development company. And now I have 4 just companies under me. And I'm involved in the transformation of the poor areas in rural and urban areas. And I'm also just doing a lot for the for the society and the public, charitable, just causes. Therefore, that I've been, praised and awarded with the different, different kinds of awards. And I also is one of the called, the March the 8th, this model woman in China. And my enterprises is also one of the enterprises in Liaoning that just make significant contributions and pay more tax. And I also wish everybody here good health, and also hope that just when you have opportunity, please, you're welcome to visit the Shenyang, Liaoning province in China.
Don't say a second time, I'm there.
No, it's not a second time.
好，谢谢大家。
Thank you very much. 这是中文的。
Thank you. Here among us is a congressman from Greece, Mr. Panagiotis Kouroublis. You heard yesterday what happened to his life, how he fought and he won everything, whatever he wanted in life. For me, for him and I, does not exist. I can. What is a will is a way. And we'll do anything we want in this life. If we are targeted, if we say, God, help us. I will tell you something my father told me, he may rest in peace, John Lois. Lula, you are leaving. You're going to another country. I don't want to. Another continent, rather. But remember 3 things in life. And Mr. Kouroublis and I, we have like a Bible in our lives. If you lose your money, don't worry. You are smart, you will make money again. If you lose your health, just pray to God, say exactly what your feelings are, why you don't want to leave this world, because you're not ready. You did not fulfill your obligation yet. You have a mission to fulfill, as later Judy Shepard and the rest are going to tell you what my mission is, besides EAWC, besides connecting business and cultures, besides connecting everyone and pave the new generation's agenda. Gina Slater-Parker has been with me since day A, and Phyllis Hill Slater, Daisy Gallagher, and we just brought Judy Shepard in if she wanted, if she liked it or not, she's in. But the last one, if you lose your integrity, your forehand is not clean, you're not my daughter anymore. Change your name. And this I keep, and we keep like a Bible. I welcome to the podium the one and only, the congressman from Greece, Mr. Panagiotis Kouroublis. Thank you.
Καλημέρα.
Good
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Οι προκλήσεις τις οποίες βρίσκεται αντιμέτωπος ο σημερινός κόσμος είναι πραγματικά πρωτόγνωρες για πρώτη φορά τα προβλήματα είναι πλανητικής κλίμακας. Οι πάνω από 100 νεκροί και οι δεκάδες χιλιάδες άστεγοι της υπερκαταιγίδας Σάντι μας θύμισαν με τραγικό τρόπο ότι η κλιματική αλλαγή είναι παρούσα και καταστρεπτική.
The challenges faced by today's world are indeed unprecedented. For the first time, problems are of a planetary scale. The more than 100 dead and the tens of thousands of homeless of Superstorm Sandy serve as a tragic reminder that climate change is ever present and destructive.
Πλανετικού μεγέθους είναι και τα ζητήματα του παγκόσμιου καταμερισμού εργασίας και φυσικών πόρων, της επισιτιστικής κρίσης και της μετανάστευσης που προκαλούν γεωπολιτικές αναταράξεις.
Issues of planetary magnitude include the global division of labor and natural resources, the food crisis and immigration, that breed geopolitical turmoil.
Προβλήματα τέτοιου μεγέθους μπορούν να επιληθούν μόνο με διεθνή συνεννόηση και πιστεύω ότι η πανεκλογή του Προέδρου Ομπάμα προσφέρει ελπίδα προς αυτήν την κατεύθυνση.
Problems of such magnitude can only be resolved through international agreement, and I believe that President Mr. Obama's re-election offers much hope in that direction. According to the line of thought, the South must give away its fiscal sovereignty to the North in exchange for continued economic support.
Επιπλέον η ιδέα ότι η τιμένη του Β' Παγκοσμίου Πολέμου έχει καταστεί ο κυρίαρχος μιας ενοποιημένης Ευρώπης προκαλεί καχυποψίες.
But the people in the South who are being crushed under the austerity policies have reached their limits and are rising up. Furthermore, the idea that the loser of World War II will dominate a unified Europe causes some resentment.
Στο επίκεντρο αυτής της αντιφατικής, ακριβώς στο μάτι του κυκλώνα, βρίσκεται η Ελλάδα.
At the epicenter of this contradiction, right in the eye of the storm, lies Greece,
Η οποία από πολιτική, οικονομική και πολιτική και κοινωνική άποψη βιώνει κάτι ανάλογο με ήττα μετά από πόλεμο.
From a political, economic, and social standpoint, Greece is experiencing something analogous to defeat after a war.
Ο ελληνικός λαός μάχεται υπό πολύ δύσκολες συνθήκες να διατηρήσει την αξιοπρέπειά του.
Right now, the Greek people are struggling under very harsh conditions to maintain their dignity.
Εν καιρό κρίσης αναγκαζόμαστε να εκτιμήσουμε ξεχασμένες αξίες, το φαγητό στο οικογενειακό τραπέζι, την αλληλεγγύη προς τους αδυνάτους, την συντροφικότητα στους κοινούς αγώνες, το κουράγιο μπροστά στον φόβο για το άγνωστο.
In times of crisis, we're forced to appreciate forgotten values. The food at the family table, the solidarity towards the weak, the camaraderie in our common struggles, the courage in the face of fear of the unknown, the simple, true life.
Θα ανταπεξέλθουμε, το έχουμε ξανακάνει, προϋπόθεση η ενότητα αυτή πρέπει να διαφυλάξουμε.
We shall overcome. We have done it before in the past. The prerequisite is unity. That is what we must ensure. The driving force is our youth. There is where we need to invest, our youth. Our fallback is our history, where we need to draw inspiration.
Οι θεσμοί της Αθηναϊκής Δημοκρατίας τρέφουν την φαντασία της παγκόσμιας κοινής γνώμης που αναζητά νέους θεσμούς.
The institutions of Athenian democracy The institutions of Athenian democracy feed the imagination of the global public opinion in its search for new ways of representation.
Το πνευματικό θάρρος των αρχαίων φιλοσόφων εμπνέουν σήμερα όλους τους σκεπτόμενους ανθρώπους. Στην επεξεργασία πλήστων ζητημάτων.
The intellectual courage of the ancient philosophers to dispute given truths still inspires all thinking people dealing with a number of issues. The active and thriving Greek communities around the world, starting with the expatriate community in the US, preserve and propagate this tradition. Against the antagonisms and trends of disintegration within the world system, new technologies appear as a unifying factor, not at the national but at the international level, the only level at which world problems can be dealt with. A synthetic effort on the part of a sensitized, informed, and educated civil society serves as the last line of defense of common sense against the irrationality of our times.
Σας ευχαριστώ και συγγνώμη αν σας τελαπώ τα
Thank you very much.
He's an innovator. I know Radhin Khan for 2 years now, right? Oh my God, time flies. And we've met actually in the White House. I was shocked with his innovative brain. There are ups and downs, love and hate, as we say here. However, whatever you will hear today, how he started and where he ended up in his life is going to be a great example for all of us. George, Alois, go ahead.
So what I do is I'll just do a couple sentences.
Okay, fine.
Excuse me, good morning. My name is Rajiv Pihan.
Speak loud.
I'm a philanthropist, entrepreneur, and technologist.
他说我的名字叫 Patrick， 他是一个慈善家，他也是一个企业家人。
I attended Cornell University, an Ivy League school here in the United States, and developed a technology company that grew to nearly $1 billion in 14 years.
OK， 他是从康奈尔毕业的，他在康奈尔就是建立了一个信息中心，他现在的生意有1个亿。
Today I am working on creating a commercial government, a shadow government that helps us internationally, domestically and internationally, create a more balanced economy.
他现在是在国会，他的工作主要是帮助，就是说美国发展，他是发展商业的城市。
The re-election of President Barack Obama is a final closing chapter of the book of the past.
这次总统的奥巴马当选，也是将来为这个工作进行了一个很好的铺行的道路。
And a final statement of fundamental change in our future for this country and this world of ours.
将来今后我们国家走的路线是。
We must now embrace a new America, one that is built on a climate of global partnership and cultural contribution as we embark upon rebuilding America.
将来的美国是个新的国家，不但是在这个文化，在经济上也是。
As it relates to Greece, we work very closely with Missoula Buanas and Michael Stoyanis to work with 3D technology as well as olive oil and other imports. My objective is to create an American export-import initiative where we can share in the blessings that God's provided each country.
目前他和就是希腊政府，他们也建立了一个关系。这张里边很多项目里边也包括就是橄榄油啊和一些就是那个进出口业务。
Lastly, I'd like to talk a little bit about my foundation. As a humanitarian and philanthropist, it's important that we work closely with our First Lady Michelle Obama and one of my first ladies in South Florida, and my mother, Mary Hunt.
OK， 他现在说他的公司的这个，他和那个就是美国第一总统的第一夫人也有一个很好的就是关系。
We can accomplish this success by, first and foremost, honoring those men and women that have served in our armed forces and other public safety organizations.
他们的就是那个 foundation 也是就是那个给这些所有的妇女在那个国防和工业方面都做出了贡献。
We can accomplish a one world balanced economy by supporting small businesses, the very backbone of our economy.
特别是在就是美国的小商业方面，他们也是有很大的一个帮助。
We can accomplish success by ensuring that we care for all classes of citizens by providing comprehensive health reform.
他们也就是说，他们的就是那个目标也是帮助所有的美国人民都有一个健康保险。
And last but not least, we can certainly accomplish success when we covet, nurture, and teach the future leaders of our country tomorrow and beyond our youth.
最后就是说，他们也是帮助就是美国的那些新一代的下一代的人民，就是说帮他们实现他们的愿望。
So as we come together as one world economy, I encourage each and every one of you all to work closely with myself, President Obama, Ms. Olive Wallace, and other leaders of the
My
world.
name is Lula. What do I know?
Lula. As we forge ahead full throttle to create a new climate in America, one that is devoid of any distinction or any designation, be it race, creed, color, religion, age, or gender, or party affiliation. Just saying.
First of all, an award to recognize what have you done so far. But please hold, that's it, you know by now.
首先是给他发个奖，表明一下他所取得的成就。
Huh?
Translated already.
Translated already?
What do you say?
Bravo. Excellent. So, another, I know how much you love paintings.
就是我们知道大家都很喜爱画像，
And this came especially for you
这个是特别给您的，
from Poland,
是从荷兰
from
来的，
Apostolos Zolotakis.
说了他给
You
画
love history, and here is the history. Okay, great, Gina. You present him because I cannot. Thank you.
的，这个就是
Translated
画的是
Pakistan.
历史。
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for everything.
谢谢你
I
所
think
做
we
的一切，
appreciate you being here.
谢谢你来到我们这个会
Thank
议。
you. Thank you.
very much.
Sit down, please. Thanks a lot.
不错。
I feel very proud to be here with all these people, with all these personalities, and I want to start that I'm coming from Greece for this reason, for Artemis Global Awards. Greece, you know, all the people here, is the birthplace of civilization and birth of life. Of course, I'm proud to be born Greece, but I'm more proud because my heritage is from North Greece, Thrace, one very historical and rich in tradition and mythology place since time immemorial. I'm proud of the fact, as an actress myself, that the Union of Actor Thespians here in America was established after Thespis, the first actor recorded in history ever. Many artists made Greece proud, such as Katina Baxinou, Melina Mercouri, Maria Callas, Theoni Vachloti, all Greece, of course Nana Mouskouri and many more. But in Greek America's artists, actresses like Olympia Dukakis, Rita Wilson, Tina Fey, Jennifer Aniston, Melina Kanakaridis, Maria Menounos, and many more. Nowadays, Greece facing one more struggle, fight like one more unequal battle, both age and other, and against itself. But, as always Greek, we'll see again the light of the end of the tunnel, and we'll embrace. Greek DNA is very strong.
That's right.
Thank you very much. So, after that, I want to start with gentlemen and ladies, because for my name, the Spina, my name is not so familiar to us. Yes, thank you. In Greek mythology, the Spina means the daughter of gods of Demeter and Poseidon.
I didn't know that.
Yes, yes. Is the goddess of fertility and the god of seer, respectively. The Spina means the lady of the house. In other words, the Spina means, yes, Noel, structural keystone of family. But, of course, a house is not absolute descriptive of a woman. A woman can be all aspects of society as well. All that philology about quality, inequality, cannot stand heaven without arguments. My theory is, let me support my theory. Some, of course, very big scientists, women like Hypatia, Maria Curie, Maria Montessori, Sonia Kovalevsky, and others. Some sacred monsters of literature, like Sappho, Jane Austen, Anna Frank. Women as muse, like Galat, Dali muse, like Jacqueline Roch, Picasso muse, and of course Frida Kahlo. Some activists, like Mother Teresa, Rosa Parks, Clara Barton, Lucy Storm. Some politicians, like Aspasia, of course, very useful. Of course. Indira Gandhi, Margaret Thatcher, Hillary Clinton, Carol Malone. Example of physical and mental strength, like Helen Keller, Anne Sullivan Macy, and for me, Pocahontas too, and any more. How can we, on what power of authority, even responsibility, to negotiate the primordial definition of nature, which obviously detects that we, women and men, are just part, 0.5 and 0.5, that together makes the one. Two equal parts, insignificant, that rebound unity from which emanated all the future accidents of our spaces. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
She says it was good.
My name is Liang Ning. I come from China. 我叫梁宁，我来自中国。I'm honored to be included in this group of talented and powerful women. I'm pleased to meet you all. Thank you. 我很荣幸呢，能参加这一次欧美的妇女联合大会。我真的很开心能见到你们，谢谢。You know, in Greece, the goddess Artemis was greatly favored. However, in Chinese cultural history, women are not favored, especially in village. Much of this favor goes back to Chinese ancient times. 大家知道，在我们中国呢，女孩子呢是不太受欢迎的，特别是在农村。可是，在希腊呢，希腊女神 Artemis 呢，她是很受希腊人的欢迎。我们中国这种，就说你个家庭里面，如果你生了很多女孩子，你不受欢迎这种状况的话呢，其实要回到中国的古代。We in China we have yin and yang. Yin is dark, earth, cold, negative, and yang is light, heaven, warmth, positive, life. 我们中国呢，我们一向的说有阴跟阳。阴是什么意思呢？阴就代表黑暗、冷，还有反面或者是死亡。阳呢就代表阳光，还有天堂，积极向上，还有生命这个意思。Confucius gave yang to man, and he gave yin to lady. It's clear that he did not favor women. 我们的孔夫子呢，他呢就给男士定义为阳，给女士呢就定义为阴。很明显的看得出来，他也是不太喜欢女孩子的。我不知道他们家有没有生女孩子啊 Let me tell you a story. 现在要我告诉大家一个故事。Into the tradition in a small village of South China, Guangxi, a young girl was born. She was the 10th child of her parents. 在广西，在中国广西一个很小的农村里面，一个小女孩出生了，她是她爸爸妈妈的第10个孩子。At the same time, that girl was finishing college. The balance of Chinese thoughts was changing. Chinese reformers began to give women rights. 在这个女孩子读完大学的时候，我们中国人的思想已经发生了很大的变化。我们中国的改革家认为呢，开始给我们妇女更多的权利。With these new changes, the girl could feel more like she had the protection of the goddess armies and less like the ways of Confucius. So she left her hometown and went to the big city. Thank you.
Everything stops now. Sorry, please. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. You can receive the award from the Congresswoman. So,
Thank you.
dear parents, she'll give you the award.
Oh my God, is that beautiful?
Yes, it's not for you,
Well,
it's for
this
them.
is Kenya Taylor. Who's Kenya Taylor?
No, it's here, but 1 second. I give her the award.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nina.
It's beautiful.
The one.
Oh, it's gorgeous. All these things.
Thank you. Here, my Congresswoman, my friend, my hero, my icon, and the icon of the world. My heart starts beating. Boom, 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 boom. Guess who's here? My life savior. She's next to me all the time. She's my bubulina. Caroline B. Maloney. From my heart, from her heart to you.
要给他介绍一下，这是现在你放下话题，他给送给我们很多的马克龙。
Busy day. We are as a caucus meeting on the fiscal cliff, which is very, very important that we solve it. If we go off the fiscal cliff, most economists think that we will go back into a deeper recession, into a depression, and face all types of financial problems. And so we are, as a caucus, trying to come up with a unified voice on how this should be solved in a way that we can negotiate with the Republicans. Just to give one example, with FEMA, the Federal Emergency Disaster Relief Program, that is saving lives as we speak in New York, New Jersey, and the coast that was so hard hit by the hurricane. I want to share with you, it is really a tale of three cities. If you live above 39th Street, life is normal. If you were below 39th Street, 100,000 people lost their heat, hot water. The salt water destroyed 3 hospitals. They had to evacuate. Many institutions are closed. They are estimating that the cost to repair would be $40 billion. Our governor has requested $30 billion. And we have over 100,000 people that are homeless. When you go out into Staten Island and the Rockaways, people have...
Breezy Point.
At Breezy Point, they completely lost their homes. So it's a disaster personified. If the fiscal cliff happens, FEMA would be cut over $848 million. There's not even enough now. They are providing food and shelter. They are coordinating all of the responses from the administration, which I think has been extraordinary. As we speak, President Obama is in Staten Island helping people and responding to the disaster. So if we can't let that happen. So we are really literally in negotiations on increased revenues, on cuts that can be sustained, and on investments that we need to make in innovation, in education, and in moving our economy forward. But I did want to get here to thank the Women's Council, and especially Lula, my dear precious friend Lula. I thank her so much.
To just state for the record that we have a powerful, powerful group of women here in this room with great Congressman, woman Carolyn Maloney here. Her work is just phenomenal. I'm very, very proud of her and proud to be behind her efforts. Certainly with Lula.
Here I am, but I'm too short.
And I had a couple of special guests with me, Ms. Nina Helper, Ms. Bonnie Andrews, and Ms. Amy Cantor. These, Nina and Bonnie are two women, if you can stand for me, please. They are from New Orleans. They've been doing black business in the body, God's grace in the Gulf, and assisting us.
The Congresswoman has something for you, a surprise. You will see. Oh! Bravo. Okay. Put it up, sweetie. You see?
There's a seal of the Congress.
You deserve the best, Ellie. Thank you.
Fellow honorees, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Lula, I wish to express my deep gratitude to Euro-American Women's Council for this honor. I'm especially honored to be in this room with so many leaders, women, and yes, some men, working so hard.
Some men, 50-50.
Working so hard to strengthen the status of women in the global marketplace. We are building strategic alliances between women in business and prominent leaders across the United States and Europe, and of course around the world. Through your great efforts, women of diverse backgrounds and accomplishments work together to advance women's access to positions of leadership and to pave the way of the next generation of women business leaders. It seems like yesterday when, as a student and then as a young engineer, passionate about technology, computers, hardware, and especially the magic of software, I was following the lives of technology pioneers who have changed our world and our everyday lives. Legendary names from the world of information technology, such as Bill Hill, David Packard, Andy Grove, Bill Gates, Steve Ballmer, Steve Jobs, and Steve Wozniak, and pioneers of the cloud lately, such as Jeff Bezos and Eric Smith, as well as the legendary entrepreneur of small IT business, my fellow friend Rodney Hunt. But in technology also we have a lot of women, legendary women, like Meg Whitman of eBay, Carly Fiorina of Hewlett Packard, Sheryl Sandberg at Facebook, and Marissa Mayer, lately CEO of Yahoo. These many women are my heroes, and I'm inspired by their lives and their examples of innovation and leadership. They all started along this fantastic journey of technology with passion in their hearts to change the world, and they succeeded beyond their imagination. I look to them as an example of my personal life, fortunate to work today as a head of a fast-growing technology company with a team of visionaries here in the United States and in Europe. A few people know about her support to people who suffer from different diseases. I know people who live today thanks to Lula, and this
thanks to God.
And this is priceless.
Is this for Ellie?
This is for Ellie. This is for Michael.
Beautiful.
This is Crystal. That's for you.
Global Business Forum. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Michael.
When it came to innovation, you deserve it. He's bringing 3D to America.
No, to the world. To the world. To the world. Yes.
I would like to thank publicly Honorable Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney for pushing and supporting with her great personality what we are trying to do and deliver to our world. Thank you very much.
Very exciting. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. 谢谢。Who's here? Hollywood? Hollywood. Go ahead, sweetie.
Honorable members of Congress, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, my beloved Miss Lula. I wish to express my deepest feelings to EAWC and especially to Miss Lula for giving me this opportunity to present my thoughts and visions about the challenges of my generation in this building of the United States Congress. I'm a student in 5th grade of Shelter Rock Elementary School in town of Manhasset, New York. I love my school and I'm very happy to be one of its students. It is considered one of the best schools in the United States. In my school, I learn and explore amazing things every day in science, geography, mathematics, music, philosophy, and sports. Today, I would like to share with you one passion that I have in common with most of my friends, the technology. I believe that millions of kids around the world share the same passion also. I was born before 10 years. Searching to the wiki pages, I have been amazed to discover that before 10 years there were not existing iPhones, iPads, smart TVs, social networks, GPS, Wi-Fi, 3G, 4G, 3D, and so many more technologies. Sometimes I wonder, how could our parents live without this technology? Indeed, I'm proud for the intelligence of my generation. I would like to call my generation iKids. I'm sure that almost every parent admired so many times how fast we, the iKids, adapt all these technologies today. We really enjoy it when frustrated parents cannot interact with simple devices like their smartphones, GPS, mobile emails, and trust us to handle them. It's funny when we, the kids, change language to our parents' smartphones. They believe that their phones have a virus. Parents need word training in their smartphones, like we need in mathematics. Imagine what will happen when we will start changing their phone language to Mandarin. Today, I'm very happy to share with you one topic that I discuss with my friends quite often, robots. My kids' generation will eventually be the first human generation which will have to live in harmony with robots. Robots like iKids become smarter every day. Asimo may be the most famous robot today, just turned 10 years old. We have the same age. However, he's only 130 meters tall. Asimo just learned how to run and play soccer. Asimo, just like so many robots of his generation, is becoming wise. Could a robot be one day an advisor to the president? I do not know, but I believe there is a chance. In the near future, robots will be autonomous. An autonomous robot will take decisions by itself, without any human input. I would like to call this autonomous robots, A-robots. It is supposed that they will always follow Isaac Asimov's famous 3 laws of robotics. Let me repeat them, these 3 laws. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the laws given by human beings, except where such orders would not conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its human possession as long as such a protection does not conflict with the first or second law. One day, I saw with my dad, brother, and sister the movie I, Robot. Into this movie, the most important personality is a good robot. His name is Sonny. Sonny is an advanced robot. He fights side by side with the human beings to stop the other robot which try to take control over humans. The main computer, Vicky, is taking all the autonomous bad decisions to guide the robots against human beings. But Sonny does not follow Vicky's orders, because through his advanced autonomous software, he has feelings. Actually, he has good feelings for the human beings which stop him to do anything against him.
His gut feelings were stronger than Baker's computerized orders, and this was the most important factor for Sonny's and human beings' final victory in the movie. This movie quite influential too. It created a lot of questions. Will robots be allowed to have autonomous feelings? Will these feelings make robots more creative? Will their autonomy be good and safe for us human beings? Having these and many more questions about autonomous robots in mind, I would like to propose a new law of robotics for future consideration. Robots can have autonomous feelings except where this will not conflict with the first or second or third law of robotics. My kid's generation will create first autonomous A-robot generation. We will make good A-robots. We will live with A-robots safely and failure in harmony. I believe these are very difficult questions to be answered today. But I'm confident that we, the kids generation, will continue to develop this superhuman civilization that your generation will deliver to us during the next decades. With the superior technologies that you, our parents, will deliver to us, and with the new knowledge that we, our kids, will develop, I trust that we will create autonomous robots with or without feelings, and we will live harmonically with Son's generation. Sometimes I smile when I remember my dad's funny words about our technology and our civilization. Ellie, Hollywood does not get it. When one day we will discover an extraterrestrial civilization, remember, we will be the guy with the superior technology. My kids' generation will develop one of the most important human achievements, autonomous robots. My kids' generation will eventually be the first in human history which will have to live with Sonny's autonomous A-robot generation. I'm sure we, that kid, will create good A-robots. Sonny and we will be good friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Yeah, I'll make it short.
Yes.
I'll make it short. I thought of talking about how technology can help reduce unemployment over here. The problem is, think about it, and being over here, I came to the conclusion that I should speak about two of my favorite subjects, business and women.
We'll call your wife.
Please. America has been always a beacon of entrepreneurialism because that's been deeply rooted in our history. This country was founded and then settled by innovators willing to sacrifice all certainties for new opportunities. The men and women who came to America a few hundred years ago looking for a better life were risk takers in every sense. As a nation, Americans must regain our appetite for risk in order to embolden the hearts of our entrepreneurs today. Everybody knows that the fastest way to create jobs is to create more businesses. We all know that existing businesses are facing strong challenges for some years now. During the last decade, a great deal of large corporations have tried to remake themselves into something that will compete better in these troubled times. They tried total quality management, re-engineering, right-sizing, restructuring, change of culture, turnaround, to name a few. What they were aiming for was to make the necessary changes in order to cope with a new challenging market environment. A few succeeded. A few have been failed. Most fall somewhere in between, but tilting towards the lower end of the scale. What we see lately is that a great deal of large corporations trust women on the helm. The interesting part is a lot of them are heading technology companies. My friend Mike Stoyanos named a few. I should name also Ginny Rometry from IBM, Sheryl Sandberg, who is one of the 6 candidates to be the next treasurer of the state, and suffragettes in Europe. What we are finding more and more these days is that it's really a woman's World Wide Web. Today's online experience is even more about connecting with other people and sharing information, any kind of information, helpful or trivial. Women has responded heads-on on that. How? Let's see the numbers. 56 of all Twitterers are women. 52 of Facebook subscribers are women. 70% of Pinterest users are, yes, women. Mind you, all these services were founded by men. Really?
Change your name.
No way, yeah. The principals at Pinterest investor could not really understand the appeal to the women. They had to bring up female researchers to explain what the fuss was about. Let's start with the statistics. They show that women spend 24 hours a month online, 2 hours more than the guys. And women account for about 60% of all e-commerce dollars. Now, entrepreneurs are bringing up some new female-centric sites. More and more, these sites are founded by women. I remember my old boss, when I was young, used to say that he liked women in key places because they are used into juggling with difficult political issues all the time. And see Michael Sogeno's wife, this is a perfect example of that. Now, in Silicon Valley, there's a tremendous appreciation of the power of the woman consumer. Women have been players in online retailing long ago. We can see the flash side Guild Grouper, which was founded in 2007, or the houseware site One King's Lane, founded in 2009 by Alexander Wilkes Wilson and Susan Feldman, accordingly. Even though those women-centric sites are starting to gain traction, they remain at heart an e-commerce site. None has emerged as a utility or platform a la Facebook or Twitter. The venture capitalist Dave McClure recently urged Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer to think pink and focus the company on women. Lots of top brass over there. I bet that a pink strategy will translate into lots of green. What I would like to suggest to our youth looking for a job is to capitalize to our collective subconscious for taking risks and try to create their own businesses. Do not mistake being a risk taker with being reckless. Risk takers must also become risk analyzers, evaluating pros and cons, then trust the risks, recognizing and seizing an opportunity to create their own businesses. And technology today is and can be our major competitive advantage. Anybody can copycat a machine. Anybody can reverse engineer software and copy it, given the right time and resources. Anybody can imitate any process. They can never copy creativity, intuition, brains, and a strong will to succeed. No. Go for it, America, and continue to be the best place to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Before I finish, I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you for being patient these 2 days. Everything has changed suddenly, like within minutes. And we're, thanks to Judy, Daisy, Gina, Phyllis, Tina, Ioana, sometimes that stay sleepless nights at our home to do the 180 pages book that is not here yet, because I decided, heck with this. One more week extra, and I will have this beautiful conference, beautiful people that you are here today, in that particular book, and especially Eli Stoyanos. Karen just told me outside, Lula, remind me, we will put it into a law. So Eli, you will be the best innovative brain, not your father. You are the best, not your father. Please come here. Mr. Kuru, please. Like to present this award for τον πατέρα σου εδώ. Did you indicate, Shepard, that you will be the best friends? Of course. Έλλη, έλα εδώ. Μάικα, έλα εδώ, Νευτέρη, έλα εδώ. Παρακαλώ, είναι όλα τα παιδάκια. Κύριε Κουρουμπλή, δώστε το βραβείο πρώτα στην κυρία εδώ και μετά. Κυρία Τζούντι, εντάξει. Move the camera, please. I want the camera here.
Yes, yes.
Judy, there is no words to thank you, and you know that. So sincere forever. You don't want to see.
Οι σκέψεις που κατέθεσε με το λόγο της ένα νέο παιδί, ένα νέο κορίτσι, η Έλλη, νομίζω ότι δίνει το νόημα αυτής της συνάντησης.
Those thoughts that a really young child, Ellie, has just given to you, gives the meaning, actually, of our gathering.
Είναι μια συνάντηση που ενώνεται η ψυχή με τη γνώση.
Soul is combined with knowledge right now.
Λοιπόν, αυτή η εποχή για να κυριαρχήσει η ανθρωπιά πρέπει να παντρέψουμε τη γνώση με την ψυχή.
For humanitarian reasons, now it's up to us to marry knowledge with our souls.
Έτσι θα γίνουμε πιο καλοί άνθρωποι.
That's the way to become better persons.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Thank you very much.
Εμείς ευχαριστούμε.